Eliza is a central character in Uncle Tom's Cabin, written by Harriet Beecher Stowe and published in 1852. The novel is a significant anti-slavery work that exposes the human suffering caused by slavery in the United States. Eliza Harris is an enslaved woman and devoted mother whose courage and determination drive one of the novel's most dramatic storylines. She is best known for her daring escape to protect her child from being sold, embodying maternal love, resilience, and the desire for freedom. One character story. Eliza Harris begins her story as an enslaved woman living on the Kentucky plantation of the Shelby family. She is married to George Harris, an intelligent and capable man who is also enslaved but hired out to work elsewhere. Despite their circumstances, Eliza's early life is marked by relative stability compared to the harsher conditions faced by others. However, this fragile security is shattered when financial troubles force Mr. Shelby to sell two enslaved individuals, Uncle Tom and Eliza's young son, Harry. Upon overhearing the plan to sell her child, Eliza is thrown into immediate crisis. Faced with the unbearable prospect of losing her son, she resolves to escape, even though doing so places her life in extreme danger. Her decision marks a turning point, transforming her from a passive victim of slavery into an active agent of resistance. Eliza flees in the night, clutching Harry and guided by sheer determination. Her journey is fraught with peril, as slave catchers pursue her relentlessly. The most famous moment in her story occurs when she reaches the frozen Ohio River. With no safe passage and danger close behind, Eliza makes the desperate decision to cross the river by leaping from one ice floe to another while holding her child. This scene has become one of the most iconic images in American literature, symbolizing both physical bravery and emotional desperation. After crossing into free territory, Eliza receives assistance from sympathetic individuals who oppose slavery. She is eventually reunited with her husband, George, who has also escaped. Together, they continue their journey northward, facing ongoing threats but sustained by hope and mutual support. Their escape does not end in immediate safety. They must navigate a network of allies and evade capture. Ultimately, Eliza and George succeed in reaching Canada, where slavery has been abolished. There, they're finally able to live as a free family, secure from the threat of separation and oppression. Eliza's story is one of transformation and perseverance. Through her actions, she demonstrates extraordinary courage, driven by love and the fundamental human desire for freedom and family unity. Two role in the narrative. Eliza serves as one of the novel's primary protagonists and provides a narrative counterpoint to Uncle Tom's storyline. While Tom's journey emphasizes endurance and spiritual resistance, Eliza's narrative focuses on active escape and physical resistance to slavery. Together, these parallel stories present a broader picture of the enslaved experience. Her role is crucial in engaging the reader emotionally from the beginning of the novel. The threat of a mother losing her child is a powerful and universal theme, making Eliza's plight immediately relatable and compelling. Her escape creates suspense and momentum, drawing readers into the story while highlighting the human cost of slavery. Eliza also functions as a representation of agency within oppression. Unlike characters who endure suffering without escape, she takes decisive action to change her circumstances. This adds complexity to the novel's portrayal of enslaved individuals, showing that resistance can take many forms. Structurally, her storyline provides contrast to the darker trajectory of Uncle Tom's fate. While Tom's story ends in tragedy, Eliza's ends in freedom, offering a sense of hope and possibility. This duality strengthens the novel's overall impact by balancing despair with optimism. 3. Symbolic significance. Eliza symbolizes maternal love, courage, and the universal desire for freedom. Her determination to save her child represents the unbreakable bond between parent and child, transcending the dehumanizing conditions of slavery. Her famous escape across the ice illustrates the lengths to which individuals will go to protect their loved ones and assert their humanity. She also symbolizes resistance against oppression. Unlike passive suffering, Eliza's actions demonstrate that enslaved individuals could and did fight for their freedom. Her journey reflects the broader struggle for liberation and the moral injustice of a system that seeks to deny basic human rights. Additionally, Eliza represents hope. Her successful escape to Canada suggests that freedom is attainable, even in the face of overwhelming obstacles. This hopeful outcome contrasts with the suffering depicted elsewhere in the novel, reinforcing the idea that change is possible. Harriet Beecher Stowe likely created Eliza to appeal directly to readers' emotions, particularly through the theme of motherhood. By focusing on a mother's desperate attempt to save her child, Stowe makes the cruelty of slavery personal and immediate. Eliza's story would have resonated strongly with readers, encouraging empathy and moral reflection. Eliza has been widely regarded as one of the most memorable and inspiring characters in the novel. Readers often admire her bravery and determination, viewing her as a symbol of resistance and hope. Her escape across the ice has become one of the most iconic scenes in American literature. However, some critics have noted that her story, like other elements of the novel, can be sentimentalized. Despite this, her character remains powerful and effective, continuing to evoke emotional engagement and admiration. For conclusion, Eliza Harris is a courageous and determined mother whose love for her child defines her role in Uncle Tom's Cabin. Her decision to escape rather than accept separation transforms her into a symbol of resistance and resilience. Symbolically, Eliza represents maternal devotion, the struggle for freedom, and the possibility of hope in the face of oppression. Her story highlights both the cruelty of slavery and the strength of the human spirit. From a reader's perspective, Eliza remains an inspiring and memorable character. Her bravery and emotional depth have made her one of the most enduring figures in the novel. Through her journey, the narrative conveys a powerful message about the importance of freedom, family, and the courage to fight for both.